Hello and welcome to another Bushwhacker review. Today we got a little bit of a shared review. We're going to be taking a look at Ross Chastain's K1 Speed Chevy and the shared Trackhouse K1 Speed test car. As always, take a look at the boxes. They are the generic boxes on both of them. They made a total of 684 of the test car and 780 of the Chastain. I'm kind of glad that the real car didn't get more made than the test car. But anyways, let's get down to the cars themselves. There's the Chastain, but why don't we start, of course, with the test car. Now, I say it's shared is because both of them drove this car. For some reason, in the earlier parts of the next-gen test, they limited how many cars teams could bring. Like, 4-car teams could only bring 2 cars, and 2-car teams could only bring 1 car, and so on and so forth. So it led to a lot of shared rides. That's why you have, like, Chase Elliott having driven both the 5 and the 9 Hendrick test cars back in the day. And that was the same for this car. It was a 99 car, but it was driven by both Ross and Suarez. So basically, if you're a collector or a completionist for either driver, you need to get this car if you're a Suarez or a Chastain fan. They're actually different paint schemes. I don't know if I can show that off very well, but I think a lot of people thought this was going to be the exact same car, but as you can see, like, they're completely different paint schemes. Like, see, this one swooshes up, this one goes down with some stripes up here. The stripe up to the C post is completely different. This one goes up on the A post, the Chastain doesn't. So they are completely different paint schemes. That's good to see. The test car is also a matte finish where the regular car is glossy. But let's do a quick 360 of the car. I want to say these both actually did run at Phoenix. I want to say this was part of a Phoenix test. I know that one ran at the Spring Phoenix race, but I'm pretty sure this was also at Phoenix, which is kind of funny. If you don't know what K1 Speed is, it is like an indoor go-kart track deal. Like, you know, there's tons of those over the country. I'm sure everyone has one at least somewhere near them or within a couple hours of them. Like up here in New York, I think there's one it's called like Pole Position Raceway. But I believe that Justin Marks either owns one of these or owns the whole company or something. Like, I want to say this isn't entirely a full sponsorship. They seem to be good, or like they seem to really like the sponsorship. They are selling these Diecast on their website. That's really cool to see. Anyways, let's get down to sponsors. On the hood, you have K1 Speed. One thing to note is this one has the hood vents printed over the logos correctly and has the ZL1 logos. That one, they're completely hidden. You can't even see the vents at any point, but we'll get to that a little later. Got Chevrolet Camaro ZL1, got the number 99 and the Trackhouse logo. As you see, no name on the name rail or the windshield banner. This is a shared car. On the side, you have K1 Speed. You got ComScope down there. Got the number 99, got the regular contingency sponsor up there. Does have the generic black rims. Were they using the black rims for test cars? I'm pretty sure that one should have the gunmetal gray rims, not the black rims, but this one I'm not sure. On the back, you have K1 Speed, Chevrolet Camaro, number 99, and the Trackhouse logo. That looks a little bit wonky. Should the K1 Speed logo really be under the taillight like that? I don't know. Got K1 Speed again on the deck lid, nothing on the roof. This is number 424. Got the same stuff down the other side as usual. I do like it does also have the little jack stand marker. The regular one does not have that. Under the hood, you just have the Chevy bow tie under there. There's the engine detail if you want to see that. Obviously, no deck lid. The roof flaps, of course, do open. And there's the underside of the car if you want to see that. But now let's get down to the Chastain, the actual competition race paint scheme. Do a quick 360 of this car, too. So this one is glossy, where the other one is matte. Chastain almost won in this paint scheme in the Spring Phoenix race. It came down to a battle between Chastain, Reddick, and Chase Briscoe. All 3 drivers that at the time had not won a race yet. Chase Briscoe got his first win there. Chastain got his first win, it was either a week later or a couple weeks later, at COTA. And then Reddick took all the way to the 4th of July to get his first win. But pretty cool paint scheme. Anyways, let's get down to sponsors. On the hood, you have K1 Speed. Got Chevrolet Camaro ZL1. Got the Trackhouse logo and number 1 up there. Down the side, you have K1 Speed. You got Siemens down there and Advent Health in front of the rear wheel. You got BWhack.org on the C post. On the B post, you have Chevrolet, Moose, and Advent Health. Ross Chastain's name with the little Melon Man logo. Has your regular contingencies and such with Chastain's name on the windshield banner. On the back, you have Chevrolet Camaro ZL1, number 1, and the Trackhouse logo again. And you have K1 Speed on the deck lid and the roof. This is number 249. Got the same stuff down the other side as usual. Take a look under the hood. If it wants to open, which it doesn't. These Chevys are getting, a lot of these next-gen cars are getting weird lately where they just do not want to open. There we go. There you see the Chevy bow tie under there. There's the engine detail if you want to see that. Obviously no deck lid. The roof flaps, of course, do open again. And there's the underside of the car if you want to see that. Just a pair of cool paint schemes. They definitely make a cool set to have like a regular and a test car version of the same sponsor with two different paint schemes like this. Like I said, technically speaking, if you're a Chastain or a Suarez collector, you need this 99 test car. It is shared by both of them. But I'm definitely really happy to see there are different paint schemes because I was definitely worried about that. Because at the time, I saw Chastain race the test car, so I pre-ordered the test car, and then he actually raced the paint scheme, and I pre-ordered that, obviously, and I was like, man, I really don't want that test car as much anymore. If it's just going to be the same paint scheme. But then luckily when they came out, I finally realized that, yes, they are completely different paint schemes. So it's back to, I'm glad I actually got the set now. That is really cool that they actually had a completely unique paint scheme just for a one-off test car. Like, that doesn't really happen most of the time. It's usually just a, you know, generic car or a plain gray car or whatever. They also did offer that other Trackhouse that was pretty much only driven by Suarez, the one that's like the blue and black Trackhouse paint scheme with the chrome number and the chrome Trackhouse logo and everything. That one got fully DNP'd and then popped up in the Authentics test car wave, but I would have liked to see that one in 124 scale so it actually had the chrome, because for Authentics they can't do chrome, so we lost the chrome on the Authentics version, but oh. If you want these cars, they are brand new releases. You can get them right now. I don't expect this car to get that rare. A lot of people do like K1 Speed, but I don't think, I don't know, this car I don't think this car is going to be as popular as like the Chastain Wins or the Jockey or the GoPro or whatever. This is probably going to be the Chastain car that I would think at least kind of sits around a little bit more. Probably be this or the Advent Health are the ones that are going to be easier to get down the road versus some of the other ones. Remember, for all of your diecast needs, you can go to circlebdiecast.com, and if you use the code BWhack, you can get $5 off shipping on any order over $30. So go check that out if you want anything. But I can change all there is to say. This has been a review of the Trackhouse K1 Speed test car and Ross Chastain's K1 Speed Chevy from 2022. Hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.